Hello peoples of the internet. I'm going to play some Let's Build a Zoo today, and I've played this before and done the normal zoo, like standard normal animals, as normal as this game can be, like sort of settings. But I'm going to have to go playing on the dinosaur one, which I've done a little bit, but not quite as much as the one previously. I'm going to be very rusty and find this weird, because this is the first time I've made a video in about 3 years. So this is going to be on a new channel. Because my other channel, even though it's got a lot of subs and I've done a lot more with it, then, well, I've sort of just abandoned it at this stage. And you know when you just can't go back to something because you're just committed. I need to choose someone to employ and manage my new zoo. We're going for this little dude. Name for the zoo. Let's call it. I don't know how many words can I put in it. Not a lot, to be honest. Ah. Oh, this is going swimmingly. What should we call it? Let's just go it. Dino. Can't I do caps locks? Oh no, he doesn't let me. Dino Fun Land. Can't do that. Dino Zone, you know what? I'm under pressure. Right, it should let me come out of this little bit. No, but apparently I've got to do the quick tutorial bit, so bear with me, let me get out of this bit, then we'll go into the dinosaur area. Right, weirdly enough, I did try starting a new game, and I don't know, I might be being a bozo, but it wasn't showing on my little zoom map, and I spent about 5 or 10 minutes, and I've literally not got time to mess about with it, just trying to find it, so what we will do instead, I've deleted one of my old saves anyway on here, and we will just go straight onto it. Let's do a quick Dino Zone there. Keep the same name. Because why not? Right. You're more than welcome to read all that and pause it. But it's very hot in the UK at the moment, and that's more than what I can be bothered to read. So essentially, I've got to get a dinosaur. Clone a Microraptor from the CRISPR splicer. I think I'm saying that right. Clone animal, Microraptor. Sorry, animal, Microraptor. What I might do with this enclosure is just move it over here a little bit. And I think I'm already. So let me make it. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So from playing this game in the past, the animals breed a lot. That's all I'm going to say. They produce a lot of babies. Also, I'm probably people are gonna hate me because a lot of things are not gonna probably look as tidy as what they should. Anyway, that's down. We've got to wait for that to finish, which shouldn't take too long. You can, yeah, there's a zoom button on here as well, so you can zoom it. What we'll also do, we'll go with the nice little. I like the grey bricks. So we're just going to get rid of, mesh over a bit of this. This is definitely one of these games where you probably do end up pausing a lot, and I'll do sort of like the fiddly little bits. When there's lots to do, like for example, loads of pathing and things, and adding extra decorations, I'll probably do it maybe a lot of that off the screen, unless people do want to see that, because it might not be the most exciting thing in the world. Let's just do this. You see, if they walk on this sand, essentially, it's almost like a debuff. They don't like walking on the sand, apparently. But yeah, let's just try and get some dinosaurs. So, are you guys done? There you are done. Let's collect you. The hunt is on. So essentially, we need to send expeditions and archaeologists out to, well, it'd be paleontologists actually, to gather more dinosaurs. Not that thing. Wheelm. They're going to deploy that, and what we probably are going to need are some shoppos. Oh, it is. We just got a thousand G's, and now we've got to build an attraction. What I'll do is just pop a few things down. We'll just employ Darren at this stage and get a cookie vendor. My cola vendor. Just so we have some very, very basic amenities. Very basic. Just do that around there just so they're not walking quite as much as they have to. But yeah, that's a nice little start. So we can go to our world map. And the next dinosaurs that we can get would be here. So we probably should employ some paleontologists. So this is going to cost me some money as a weekly like thing, but this will gradually a lot less. And obviously the more animals you've got, the more you expand. The more you expand, you get more things. Right, you haven't got any water enrichment. Let's give you a blue ball, a green ball, and you know what, a red ball. Just to keep you occupied, but you probably could do with some water, and that's quite bad of me for leaving you without water. So let's put that there. So these are really important. So I'm going to put this just here, so it's covering a bit more. But essentially, this is a water pump, and it has a certain radius, which is highlighted with all this blue grid light formation. And I need that within this to actually, essentially, this needs to cover. Where's it gone? One button. Yeah, if you haven't got any of your bowls within this blue light radius, they're not going to work. So that's definitely one thing to always make sure that you're doing. We can put a little shelter in there for them if you want. Yeah, let's put a shelter. That'd be really nice to little Microraptors. But this cage, well, this enclosure will definitely not be big enough going down the line. Any water decoration? Because I've got the DLC. Give them a little pond and a tree, you know what, that'll keep them happy. One tree. There you go. That looks a bit better. Is that the first day of the zoo finished already? No, not quite. I haven't built a research hub yet, so we probably should do that. Task C are to make another enclosure. I'm actually going to ignore that and go for my research hub. So that's in our facilities tab, which is just this one. Let's just get a research hub. I'm going to employ Susanna as our scientist. And we do need a storeroom, and this holds all the food, and this is important when you start getting a lot of animals and you want to mix up their diets to get you more, essentially, morality points and just more ratings for your zoo. Yeah, so we didn't obviously earn much money then because there was only very few people actually into the zoo, only 21, and plus we're spending more money than what we were actually deciding to use. But we can go to our research hub. Let's pause this a minute. I'm going to trigger a lot of people by clicking a lot instead of actually using the hotkeys, but I will learn them again. So we can get a glass enclosure, which I think we need actually for that other dinosaur if I remember correctly. So we get that. We get scent markers, lake water plants, tropical juice hut, get trees. And he also give you buffs. So for example, if we get four more floor tile packs, that gives us, essentially reduces the amount of energy our little guests are using by 10%. So it's quite useful. So you definitely want to start aiming for certain abilities and buffs. I think what I want, because I remember playing this before, down here somewhere there's a second researcher option. So I'm probably going to try and work my way down here, just to get that, because that's going to massively speed up things. But we'll go for the scent one, and also go for the floor. Just unlock a few more options. So we've got different enclosures, we've got shelters, signboards. Got a lot of nice stuff. And I just realised I thought he's standing very, very still, that dude with the cabbage on his head. Oh, it's Darren. Oh, that's my zookeeper. No, shopkeeper, I should say. He's in the tiki thing. Never mind, I'll just literally belittled you for no reason. And we are getting some rubbish. And yeah, in a proper way, if I was playing this sensibly, not recording, I would get everything in place literally all the time. As in, I have my bins ready, I have my benches ready, but considering I'm making this for YouTube, so my concentration's not going to be as high. I'll go for we'll do it on the fly. Well, we're going to put our benches, just go like that. Yeah, let's do a little thing like that. Let's just go dun 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 dunk. And I'm going to put a little path here, so just when we look at expanding, it's almost like leading off from that area, so I know not to build on it. Because you can quite easily do that. Get to a stage where you're putting almost too many things down and you don't realise quite what you've done. Let's just do this a minute. Let's just give this some... What should we do for our bins? Some brick? Yeah, no, that'll do. Yeah, it's one little enclosure, so they want a second one, don't they? As you can see, if we go clone animals, there's quite a few different species we can get. I haven't even locked all these on my other playthrough, but we will get there. But we're probably gonna want to go this way or this way and buy some more land soon. So could I buy some land that way, or should I actually go up here? You know what, we're going to go up here, so it's going to be $300. I'm going to get all this extra land. This does sort of almost give you a debuff, because now I've got all this extra space. It's not occupied by anything interesting. So a lot of the time your guests will get annoyed. You know what, everything's actually okay being moved up here, but I probably shouldn't put the management office, the storeroom up here, because I think that's where the zookeepers come out of. So I can actually live down here for a minute. Everything else is perfectly okay going up there. Just that in a way, people don't need to see the boring facilities up there. They just need to see dinosaurs, let's be honest. How many paths have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, that do-ish. Which is all just in preparation for our next animal, which will be appearing soon. Actually, how far has he got? I'm saying it's appearing soon. Oh, he's ready. Cool. Didn't have to do any sort of cut there to it. So let's go for a nice little glass enclosure. I'm going to make this a bit bigger than the other one. So when it goes like that, that's where you can put your little padlock on. I'm going to go as an extra $1,000. £1,000 cash monies. And before we do get anything in there, we will go back to our little dig site. Oh, we still can't do them yet because they're already ready. I thought we could get more. No, let's just do our little path in around here. But what we'll do, we'll set up this enclosure in advance, so it's already got everything ready for it, because it's just less stress. I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on that Microraptor population, because from playing this game, I don't know if any other people are watching this play Let's Build a Zoo, and you're probably judging me very heavily with the way I play it. But these will breed and you will end up with a lot of them. It will not just stay. Let's have a look. Piper and Stitch will not just... These will not only be the only two guys here by a long shot. There's going to be many more Microraptors. But because of the placement of that, we can just go dunk and put this here. So no need for any additional requirements in terms of building another pump there. Give you a bit more of a pond. Unfortunately, animals can't drink from the water, which is a bit weird. But I suppose it would reduce the need to actually put water pumps down, wouldn't it? So I can get that. And we'll put a, you know what, a scent marker here. And they can have, you know what, you can have a pink ball. And a turquoisey, is it cyan? Is that the right word for it? I'm an idiot, so probably am definitely getting that wrong. I'm going to give you some little long grass. What else do you want? What should we put in there? You can have a bit of bloody great tree as well under there. There's probably some people that can decorate these splendidly and make them look absolutely fantastic. I'm not one of those people. Right, so we're getting Christostentos, Chrysostentini. I can't say that. And I'm normally alright with dinosaurs on prehistoric species. Also got some sort of Oviraptor. But I get these guys. Another thing you can also... Oh, it's in the water! Oh, we just had a event come up. Pet or toy choose its fate. So, someone has lost their dog. We can return it to the owner or add it to a pen as a plaything for one of the dinosaurs. This is sure to reduce the stress and boredom for the lucky dinosaurs for quite some time. And probably stop them going hungry for a while too. I'm not feeding the dog to the dinosaur. We'll spend $100 to try and find its owner. Like, to be honest, sometimes I'm tempted to play this and just do a little evil thing, but sometimes it's not as beneficial to you anyway to do that. I'm just going to be extra. Wait, let's put some grass here. Just, you know, for some reason, no jungle grass then it is. Just to get rid of. I try and play the thing eventually and just like get rid of all the crappy like dirt and sand that you start with. Unless you're going for the like the deserty vibe. But we got 4 points of research. We get signboards. Signboards? Yeah, signboard pack. Shelters, more different types of shelters. That's a bio-array storage, farm processor. I think the extra research thing, this has just been me and a little nerd, but I played this before. I think it's somewhere down here, so I'm going to work my way down here if I can. Let's get the shelter pack. That'd be useful, that's an extra paleontologist. But what we also get is the marsh. So obviously some of the other species are going to need different types of enclosures, and if we haven't got them, we can't house more dinosaurs. And we can't house more dinosaurs, no bastard's going to turn up to our zoo, are they? They won't want to visit here. Let's have a quick drink. Nom, 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 nom. Jump, jump, jump. Yeah, we move on. So I think we've got a task completed. Joanne Whiffen. Joe Whiffen? So that is completed, so that gives us a bit of money. It's always worth doing all the tasks right at the beginning, because it's just going to get you more money, and that's what you want, essentially. And they're already trying to get this other species in the Colorado, USA dig site. So that's an extra species on the way, which we're essentially just waiting for. But while we are waiting for that, we can decorate a little bit. We're definitely going to need some... I just forgot, I have not put a toilet in, so let's just put a little toilet. Just there for a minute, it fits in quite nicely. Can put like these little shelters that... If I put that there for example, it shades them. And it also increases decoration points, so actually we'll move this a bit more. Move it over there. That should let me put that shelter here. I don't normally bother with shelters, but for the purpose of like just showing everything you can use, might as well use it. Go for a tiki shelter. Yeah, so people should be able to go through that way. I believe, let's just check it, because you have got heat maps and we've got a collision map. Yeah, so they can go that way. So they will essentially use that path to go. So all the red areas is just where they can't access. So it's definitely useful if you're getting a bit tight with space and you want to work out where you're putting things, because it's very easy to accidentally block your enclosures or make it so your little zookeepers can't get in. And I've definitely done that before and killed a few animals, so don't do that. You get death threat and people from the RSPCA or Animal Welfare Act coming after you, and it's not advised. But let's also make jazz this up a little bit. So let's put a few signs down. We'll put this in a little bit of a quicker speed. Oh, it's not good if I put it either way there. So what we will just do, let's just lob it there. And a little dino sign here as well. So this is improving our part rating, and the higher this is, the more essentially people want to visit. Which is always good, because you get more money. So we probably could do some more bins, because I bet that's not all being occupied. No, it's not. So I'm just going to put a little bin. So today we actually earned more money than we lost. We had 24 people, so effectively almost doubled, I think, what we had from before. Let's just put a bin in. We'll put 2 bins, so it's covering up most of the area. We'll go from, it's going to always be like brick, and put that there. Another thing I will show you is that you also, in the heat maps, you have lighting. So, example, they're only really coming over here anyway to see the animals. Actually, where are you going? I don't know if you're a person that works here or you're a guest. Oh, you're a geneticist. Okay, that's fine. You can go up there. I don't care. But essentially, you have lighting parameters and whatnot, and if it's really crap, they won't want to stay in that part of the zoo as much, because essentially it's too dark. Because it can eventually unlock it so people can stay at the zoo until quite a late time, and it earns you more money because they're in the zoo for longer. But we don't worry about that too much at the moment because we haven't got the necessary research. I'm looking at that actually. Can we get anything more exciting? I'll go for this signboard back just to unlock more options. So we got a bus here. So if we unlock this, essentially this reduces the cost of bus by 10% if we got all the different bus packs, and in addition to that, you can essentially get more buses and different types of buses. And what they do is in our transport section, so at the moment we only have a little mini bus, but the more buses and coaches and things you unlock of different varieties, like it increases your amount of CO2 your zoo's producing by using by bigger methods of transport and having more of them, but you pick up more guests. So it's always worth eventually actually going for all the big buses. That's down the line, that's when we have a lot more money. And we haven't got a lot more money at the moment. Oh, he's already ready. Okay, this is going quite well. I thought I was going to have to do a lot of cuts to show off these animals. Aren't they cute though? Oh, actually, what are your names before I move on? Jessie and Sasha. And these haven't produced a baby yet, have they? Like, you give them time and there will be babies galore. You literally be swamped in baby animals. Plenty of prehistoric fauna. So let's just... Oh, shit. Let's move that up a bit. So same thing, we're just going to completely also... And a mind blank, I've forgotten what enclosure that wanted. That's grass. I forgot that though. We might not even have unlocked yet. So 22 people enter the zoo again. And we have an objective from Steve, the transport planner, of getting 100 visitors. And he'll give me another reward if we do that. So that dinosaur, you know, it's not a dinosaur, that is ready, but I don't think I've unlocked its research for what type of cage it needs. Sorry, enclosure. So let's find our research tab again. It's not in front of me. Enclosure? Could be quite a few of these, so I would like to try and get that, because otherwise we're going to be a little bit stuck. So let's just go for tropical juice. And is it in there? Yeah, we go. So it's the grassland one, so I need one more research point. But we will look at that as a happy accident and put a tropical juice stand in. Drink shop, satisfy your customers first. So definitely want to, it makes them also use the toilet more, so you have got to be careful. So I want to try and put this in the middle, and another path is coming along there. But let's just put him in here for a sec. This is probably just super inefficient, and I apologise to anyone watching, but it's my zoo. So enjoy me being efficient. Maybe click on yours little shop, the tropical juice. Can you rename them? I don't think you can rename them. Essentially, you can eventually you can actually maximise your own profits by farming your own ingredients for this product. So we can actually use a farm processor to produce coconuts, which is pretty cool. And we can either have a choice of rehydrated coconuts or fresh coconuts, and depending on what you do, like this will earn you way more money, but there's some moral aspects to that which aren't really, well, slightly frowned upon, but we'll try and go for a moral playthrough. No, you can even adjust the amount of corn syrup here. But you can, corn syrup's increased sweetness offers a medium kick of energy. However, this sweeter taste can easily lead to nausea. So yeah, if we do that, essentially it's like minus morality points. We're being sneaky, we're getting people to use it more and like probably buy the drink more and enjoy it, but then they're going to be sick more. I also just thought, I've got these bins up, I haven't got a janitor. Probably should get one of them. So if we click on the zoo icon over here, like our little entrance, we can go to park staff. We go to janitor. We can hire our janitor. We have to open a job for him, so we're just going to literally, because I need one, because I'm an idiot, apply changes and just make sure we get one. So while that's, you know what, there's an applicant, you're lucky mate, I don't know who was first, but you are getting a job. I'm assuming it was Sherry who was first, and you're actually better than Morgan, so welcome to the team. I'm going to close that position because I don't desperately need two at the moment, but eventually you'll need quite a few. But one should be enough to deal with this area. We can also now get the research for the grass enclosure. There's a lot of stuff starting to open up, but I need to remember I want to keep trying to go this way if I can. Maybe set myself a little objective for getting 7 paleontologists would be the next good thing to do. Well, Matt, it was definitely the grassland. Yes, it was for Brontotherium, which appears to be some sort of prehistoric rhino descendant. Not completely. Right, it's another day. I also should really mention that every time it saves, it's the end of a game day, so you can't save mid-game. Like, for example, if I come off this now, that's when it would save. One person thought our price was too expensive. That's not really nice. But now we are going to get this new guy. And I'll make this a little bit bigger, so the park's going to look a bit weirder. That's a little bit more chunkier, I think we're going to go. Just because it's a rhino, so I'm assuming it's to be a bit bigger. We can accept, essentially. What is this? I've devised a new therapy where people must touch a living dinosaur. This connects us to our past and helps us understand what it means to be human. It cleanses the soul and balances our energies, becoming one with the cosmos. Will you let me run my practice in your amazing zoo? Mesozoic healing. Yeah, it's happy points, isn't it? So I'll do happy points. Let's put that there. No one will ever know that the pathing is all wrong, but it doesn't matter. Right, let's go like that for a minute. Just do it quicker. Just by holding left mouse. There's probably ways to do this way more efficiently as well, but I've never really been known for my efficiency with a lot of things. Let's just do that for now. Get rid of that and get some more animals. That's what people want to see. Get animals, so we're going to get the Brontotherium. And I probably will have to put some water and bits in here, but I've still got a day. So I need another pump now, which is completely fine. So we're going to add objects. Actually, no, I don't. I want to come out of that. We want to go build. We want to go to amenities and get water pump. I'll just pop it here for now. Eventually you can get a slight upgrade to these to make them a bit more efficient, which is always handy. We've got a few. Let's get 2 balls and a set marker in there for them. We'll definitely give them a little lake area for our happy rhinos. And they can have 2 flat rocks. Got another rock in there, but it looks a bit silly. Imagine a few little trees and some long grass that's dotted in there. So it does only let you do like one like terrain type, so it's not that detailed, but it's still a really cool game. I actually find this really, I could play on this for hours, but I'm playing it like sensibly. So only didn't make a little bit of money, but that's fine because we've still got plenty of money at the moment. Attracted 102 people. 51 people could not get on the bus, so we probably need another one. And some people felt it was a little bit too expensive. That's fine. Can't get another shelter for these guys as well. I just realised I'm missing a bit of path there, and that's going to really irritate me. Yeah, the more space they got, the less likely they are to get the ump with you when you start having too many animals. So let's just make sure before I do anything else. Our paleontologist started at work, so we've got this dinosaur looking thing here, which I think they're already working on. So you can't even put any more people on that. And you got this one here. I might as well go for both of them in Colorado and in, is that Guangzhou, China? And see how we get on. We completed another task, which is good. So it's giving us a new bus route, so we might even look. Let's pause this a quick sec. Sort of lost track of how much money I was earning and on my research points at present. But let's look at my transport. Only got one bus, haven't we? But we can order another. So it's 2,000. So what are we on? So let's just get one other bus for now. So it's still double what we were getting, and I want the second paleontologist upgrade. Gradually keep bringing my way down here. God, how many points are that? I need to lock something next to it. Get recycling bins, that'll be quite useful. And I'm pretty sure my scientist research is somewhere down here, so we're going to keep heading that way. So you get double the amount of research points. That's really good, because the more things are unlocked, the better you can make your zoo. That's definitely what you want to aim towards, for sure. I think we're going to spruce this up a little bit. So we're going to need some more bins, aren't we? Yep. No, sort of only over here though. They're not really going to go in that much in that area, and I'll put a few more lights down. Let's just put a light there. Get a few little benches. Let's do that for a minute. I can always make this tidier down the line when we unlock things. You can get bigger benches and other stuff as well. But the whole point of this is literally just to have it so we're ticking the boxes so people get a little bit less angry. And it does increase your part rating and facility rating as well, so it's definitely worth doing anyway. We can also put decorations in, but that's a little bit big. That's a little arch thing. Yeah, that was quite cool. Let's do that. Have a beautiful little scenic archway as they can walk through. Put banners up. Go like that. That would look a bit silly, wouldn't it, in front of the lights? A giant bone. We'll go for a fountain. I'll put two little fountains there, you know what? It's a happy little... It's a happy chill game, this is. Let's just do that as well and put some... And some more foliage. Yeah, there we go. We got a big rhino there. What are they called? We got Jazz. And we got Spencer. So we got our little rhinos. Got big rhinos. And this is what I mean by diet. It's the same for all the animals, but essentially you can like give them different amounts of food. Yeah, you can change your animal's diet by going to your storeroom and you give them more nutrition and satiety. Is that the right word? I think it's the right word. And essentially, look, they're fine, but they're not getting like a balanced diet at the moment, so they're not as happy as what they could be. And apparently they're pregnant. Or is that pregnancy, or they are? Have a look. No, they are pregnant. They are. So they're gonna have a baby. Have you guys had a baby yet? No, you've not had one yet. You probably will, though. So you got like a little summary of their food there. I like adding little information to get like one of the smallest dinosaurs, Microraptors, have 4 wings, one set on their arms, another on their legs, a non-avian dinosaur. Oh, we've reached the end of the week, guys. All that essentially means that you get a little like synopsis and summary of what you've done. So we've got 4,000 monies. So we're not like we've got no like renewable water or energy at the moment, but we'll come to that down the line. Same with gas, we're just producing a lot of stuff but not saving anything. Not really recycling anything, we've got salary payments. So at the moment, we're just spending lots of money and not really like saving it in any area. And obviously every time we put like an enclosure down and other things, we're always going to lose a bit of money anyway. Which is fine, that's going to happen. What does it say for Christenotes? I probably aren't saying that right. Did it tell you to say it? No, it doesn't. Christenotes, which means narrow-handed, have elongated fingers with straight claws, which help them to probe in crevices for food. It's like me when I go for a Pringle packet. Brontotherium. They only look like rhinos, they're actually more closely related to horses. That makes me looking at it. The horns protruding from their noses are elongated nose bones that are covered in skin. Cool. They also have different life expectancy rates. That's 360 days they will live for. These actually live longer than that, 375. What about you, Microraptors? So they live for 33 days, these guys. They don't live anywhere near as long. So it's definitely worth getting species that live longer. And we've had a baby! Justice. Justice is in the water, and it's too young to conceive. Well, I'd expect that considering you were only just born. Be a bit worrying otherwise. But yeah, I'm probably going to leave it there, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little video. If you did, feel free to leave a like. If you didn't, don't know if you can even leave a dislike these days on YouTube, because I've been so long since I've regularly made anything. And I don't really go out my way to dislike stuff anyway when I'm on there anyway. If I don't like it, I just won't fucking watch it. Or won't bother, or might... I'll just have my own opinion and mutter to myself instead of commenting. Obviously depending on the stupidity of it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Have a lovely day, take care, and I will see you in the next one, whenever that may be. Take care.